All right, so we're back, Hoops and Cards. This is Gary again with you. And hey, thank you so much for listening out there or watching, you YouTubers, YouTube streamers. Let's do this. Like, subscribe, smash the like button, whatever it is. Whatever you do on YouTube. I'm new to this. I'm new to this whole gig. So thank you, Basketball Forever, for the little YouTube background up here. And thank you to all of you for listening, subscribing, liking, all those things, recommending to your friends. I love that. Thanks to a lot of you who messaged me in the last 3 days, really, and said, hey, give me some Maxi. So we mailed out some Tyrese Maxi cards and some Anthony Simons. There's another guy who his averages look great, but sometimes he disappears because Damian Lillard says, it's my life. Simons, I'm taking over, baby. You go sit your little 2018 Emergent Prism base, 50 cents or less. Go sit down. Damian Lillard takes over. So I want to give a few Christmas shout outs and then play one, but thank you to our listeners. You can always message me. I love knowing where you're from. And if you started listening to our show recently, man, we want to encourage you. We want to help you out. There's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of critics. There's a lot of people in any hobby, really, or any walk of life that, sometimes they speak down to you or they speak over your head. And all they want to talk about is, this card sold for $700,000 on Ken Golden's 46th auction. And look at what great. I'm grateful for what all the big deals are doing for the hobby. I just don't want to listen to it on my podcast every day. All that to say, I'm here with you in the weeds, in the realities of everyday life. Sometimes you have money to buy cards. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes your cards sell and you got a profit and a good story to tell. Other times you're like, crap, am I really going to dump that? Am I selling this at a loss again? This player I just bought in on is hurt for 6 weeks. Like, I've got this stack of Maxis staring me in the face going, and I'm like, he'll be back. No worries. We got to take the long game. I just want to encourage you, hang in there, stay with us. It is fun. It is worth it. But remember why you're doing it. It's about basketball and it's about the NBA and a hobby, too, that is fun. That is a blast. And find the cards that you love and that you enjoy. Like my friend Brad, I got a shout out from Brad. I want to play this here. I'm going to try to play this here on the YouTube channel. Again, I'm new at this, so, hang with me. But this is a shout out call I got from my friend Brad, who just started listening to Hoops and Cards, like a week ago. We hit up the Town Tavern and then all of a sudden we start talking about podcasts and PSA 10s. And here's his call.
So I have about an hour drive this morning and I'm wondering, how am I going to educate myself? How am I going to make myself better?
Mm-hmm.
Don't even need to ask that question. I went to Hoops and Cards this morning. My man G Wood at Hoops and Cards. Thanks for educating me, making me smarter, making me better. I'm using the Market Movers app. I'm on eBay.
Yeah, you are.
Copped an Evan Mobley Revolution PSA 10 on eBay the other night for
Mobley's
$21.
playing well.
All in, thanks to Hoops and Cards. Keep it coming. You are fresh.
I love it, Brad. Thank you so much for that shout out. And you guys can always send me a message, record a message even at anchor.fm. I used to give out the link. I'll put that in the show notes, guys. I'll put that in the show notes. But I love hearing from you at Hoops and Cards on Instagram or Gary@hoopsandcards.com. That's my email address, Gary@hoopsandcards.com. Want to shout out to Caruso, Jeffries, Josh, Honus, all of my friends. Mark our trip down there in the 614. Or is it 740? I don't know what it matters. It's near Columbus. We all know that. All my friends that are listening to this show, Nathan Miller, dude, you rock. Thank you to all my new friends in the hobby. Paul, you are incredible as far as an encourager and friend and co-content creator. We're doing the Sports Card Strategy Show about basketball live on January 2nd. Love for you guys to check that out. All right, so let's get to the 5 buys. Ready? 5 buys for collectors and investors of basketball cards right now. And I mentioned I'm not doing the traditional list. I'm not going, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or John Morant. You guys already heard me say those names. And if I had done a list, it would have been those 5 guys: LaMelo, Joker, the Joker, Jaren Jackson, and Siakam. No, buy number 5 would be eBay gift cards. Buy eBay gift cards for a friend of yours in the hobby. I don't get any like publicity from eBay or saying this, but or buy an eBay gift card for yourself and use it in the future. I don't know what you do, but if someone's asking you what you want for Christmas or what you want for your birthday, and you know, if you told them cards, they're going to go out and buy some, NBA hoops hanger pack from, 2018. And you're like, "Gah, you spent $40 on the, like eBay gift cards would be the safer play for gifts and maybe for your future." And when I wrote that one down, I was thinking, a lot of us, we have spent what we're going to spend. I'm right now, I'm cash poor and card rich because it's NBA season, the first third of the season. I bought and graded a bunch of cards that now I just need to like hit pause on the buying season. And you can still find some awesome deals. Go for it. But I'm saying I'm personally hitting pause on buying season. And so an eBay gift card might be like, look, I'm going to delay this until a future moment. I'm buying this or I'm getting this gift card from somebody. Anyway, 5 buys. Number 4, buy nothing. You don't have to buy. You have my permission, friends, not to buy stuff this week. In a hobby, in a collection, in a market where there's news every single day. Oh my, Contenders Optic dropped. Oh my, this card sold for. Did you see how cool that card is? That card's only like numbered to 10. Oh, like you're going to get it whether you watch breaks online with Pac-Man or you listen to our podcast or any others, or you go to a card show or you're just looking at your cards. There's something inside us that's saying, get more, buy more cards, get more. Oh, and we always want, this is, from a song I heard a long time. We always want what we can't have, right? Or we always want what we don't yet have. Guess what? Maybe you just need to buy nothing and celebrate what you do have. Display your cards, celebrate your cards, look at your cards. This is for you that I have like this idea that I can never be content with what I've got. I have to get the next, the biggest, the fastest rising. Part of me, arrived at this place after saying, I still feel really good about the players I'm invested in from last rookie season. I'm talking Bane, Maxey, Halliburton. Those are my big 3. Okay. And I for a while I was like, I got to find the next one. No, I mean, I did, but I didn't spend much on those next ones. I said, I'm going to ride what I've got for a while, and I'm going to wait to see how these other guys play for a season or 2. There is no rush, especially if you collect recent basketball players, recent basketball rookies, current active players. There's literally no rush in this hobby at all. So you might want to operate that way. And maybe I've done that for 2 years. So I'm like, it's okay to slow down. It's okay to hit the pause button and buy nothing. Or if you need to buy something, buy a good slice of carrot cake at Hartville Kitchen. That carrot cake is insane, you guys. It's so good. If you don't like carrot cake, go for their get a cinnamon apple fritter from anywhere. They're so good. Number 3, 5 buys. Number 3 recommendation: buy perfect gem mint rookie cards. Okay, perfect, centered, sharp rookie cards. This means usually only when I'm buying in person, or if you got a deal on some amazing cards. So you got a deal on a Kobe Bryant Topps rookie, from 1996. That's his year. And you go in and you're like, man, I got the lowest buy in that card in 6 months. But you didn't even look at all the pictures. You didn't zoom in. You didn't ask the seller, can you send me more pictures of this? Hey, is that a dot I see? Is that a print line? Is that a crease? It made me think of Cobra Kai. Is that a crease? If you just bought something on eBay because it was cheap, dude, first of all, I'm talking to myself. I did that recently. I even did that in person. I bought an Evan Mobley Optic Blue Velocity card that I'm like, yeah, that's a really awesome card. Then I get home and like, did I see that little crease before I bought? Bro, buy perfect, buy only. This is for your future, unless it's like hey, I've got a Bazooka LeBron card, rookie, from 2003. That does have a big crease, but I got it for like $10 and it's great in a display case. It just looks cool. But Other than that, like other than the cards you really just like looking at and having, buy centered, sharp cards that could possibly 10. You know, if you catch Greater Jerry at on his best days at PSA and he drops you a 10, you're not surprised because that card is awesome. So buy perfect looking cards or don't buy at all. Number two, buy cards you love. Buy cards you love. This isn't rocket science. Like, I can't believe that people still listen to my podcast. I get on here and say, buy stuff you like, and buy stuff that's going to go up. I help us find it. Like, I learn from all of you and try to share the love, share the knowledge, but buy cards that you love, cards that you would enjoy having. In fact, for me, that's kind of where I've collected other Cleveland Cavaliers players. I got recently a Larry Nance rookie, not Larry Nance rookie, Larry Nance senior autograph card. Well, I watched Larry Nance in the 80s when I was, in high school. And so that's a cool connection point for me to have a Larry Nance autograph card. Or right now, when, friends send me cards of Chris Middleton, or I bought a Chris Middleton brushstrokes autographed card from Court Kings recently. And it's just because it's a cool card and it's a player that I'm collecting. And if that card goes down in value, guess what? I don't care. I've got a card that I love. It's over there. It's on display. That's part of this hobby, like collecting cards you like. So if you're saying, Gary, does that mean that I have your permission to buy players that nobody else likes? Yes, you can go ahead and buy Kyrie cards all day. You can buy Chris Paul stuff, even when the world is saying what a cheap, foul prone, guy he does, stuff that he does. Yes, go buy all the cards that you like, but just know that maybe someday this happens to me too. I realize, I don't like that card as much as I used to. Now I need to sell it. Oh crap, it's not worth anything. Like, that's happened. So I do try to have some overlap. I try to buy a card that I think will have some resale value. And I don't, hey man, if I am investing in and collecting players, for the most part, they're decent players. If it's backup players, on the Orlando Magic, and I just like having cards of that guy, like Chetty Osman for the Cavaliers. Chetty, that's what they shout when he makes a three. Chetty Osman makes a three, or Chetty Osman cards. Like, you can get those for free or for 10 cents at a lot of card shops. So don't go spending lots of money on those guys, but just buy cards you love. All right. And then number one, countdown: eBay gift cards, buy nothing, buy perfect Jemmy cards, buy cards you love. I'm going to pull one out of left field. I'm going to pull one out of the red zone here. Playoff quarterbacks. That would be my number one. Playoff quarterbacks. They should probably match the other criteria of like a good card you like. Playoff pro football. I don't usually talk about football, but I am right now. I'm saying, look, it's late December. You've got 5 or 6 guys named Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts. He might rest this weekend, but Jalen Hurts, there are a number of these guys, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, pro football playoff quarterbacks are going to have a chance as they progress in towards the Super Bowl. They're going to have a chance. Their cards are going to go up the more they advance. Last year, this happened with Joe Burrow, of course, because he went to the Super Bowl, right? And a lot of people bought in, but then in early February, when they qualified for the Super Bowl, and it was like, man, how many Super Bowls is Joe Burrow going to get to? And man, like, you got to buy it now before he wins one and adds that to his resume. Like, absolutely. So there are players like Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. There are players like, maybe I shouldn't say Lamar Jackson because they don't have the best record right now. I should be saying Joe Burrow, Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Jalen Hurts. While they're still affordable, I like those as deals. I like those as buy and grade and sell in 3 weeks. But I also like branching outside of basketball once in a while. That was my way of saying, look, guys, it's okay to put basketball buying on hold unless you find a card you love that's a perfect 10 and you're going to make some money on it someday. Put things on hold, focus on the things you love, and enjoy the cards you have. So all of that to say, I hope you guys have an awesome Christmas, happy Hanukkah, whatever it is that you celebrate, or if you want something to celebrate. Hey, we were watching movies at our house. I did a list of my top 6 Christmas movies. They include It's a Wonderful Life, Christmas Vacation, Elf, Rocky 4, which is totally a Christmas movie. Come on now. Fight date been set yet? December 25th. Is Christmas? It's in Russia? Yeah, Rocky 4. Die Hard, baby. Welcome to the party, pal. And then Home Alone. Those are our favorite Christmas movies. I hope you guys have an awesome week. Thank you again for listening. This has been Gary at Hoops and Cards. If you want to use that Hoops and Cards code at Market Movers or Sports Investor, or wait a minute, marketmoversapp.com. If you want to use it there, you get a deal. NoOffseason.com on their premium content. Use Hoops and Cards. You get a deal. But I just want to say thank you for listening. It has been a great year. I'd love to hear from you again this week. Shout out on Instagram at Hoops and Cards, and enjoy your games. You guys enjoy the NBA tonight. Toronto against Cleveland. I'm all in. Let's go.